Hi, my name is Yutaka. Welcome to my channel. I like to talk all things TV and film. And today I'm kind of excited. Not kind of, I actually am really excited. Amped up. No, sorry. I'm excited to talk about Shudder's most recent release, You'll Never Find Me. And why am I excited? Because if y'all know me, I love horror. It's kind of like my bread and butter. It's my favorite genre. So let's get into it. So You'll Never Find Me centers on Patrick, a strange and lonely resident who lives in a mobile home at the back of an isolated trailer park. After a violent storm, a mysterious young woman appears at his door seeking shelter from the elements. Now, again, this is a low budget independent film. And I'm going to tell you right now, the directors really made full use of everything they had. And that really shows off. It's directed by Josiah Allen and Indianna Bell. Indianna Bell wrote this. It stars Brendan Rock, Jordan Cowan, and it truly does. It takes place primarily in this mobile home. So you're you get that feeling of isolation, claustrophobia, um, right off the bat. And honestly, they don't waste any time. They jump right into it. And one of the things that makes this a very effective and what I would like to say unsettling is the sound design. My God, the sound of this violent storm outside on the mobile home roof and the sides, it is wicked. And it really adds to this. It's already building tension because these are basically two strangers and again, also a dialogue heavy film, to where these two are going back and forth. And whether it be just getting to learn about each other or, kind of maybe figure each other out, it is very, like, it's tense in how they're asking these questions. And also because you don't know who's really the good person here. I mean, it throws like the paranoia is through the roof, and you just don't know who's who. And I really enjoy figuring that out throughout the course of the film. And there's some great imagery. I do think they do some really good camera work, especially within the confines that they have. Again, kudos to the sound design. Really freaking fantastic. And then when they start to actually really F with you in terms of the lighting, because then it starts to feel like a freaking fever dream. Seriously, they really want to throw you off. And I can tell you as I was watching this, like my heart was just kind of like, because already you've got the sound, you've got the confines of this one mobile home. And again, it's really cool is because they didn't do tearaway walls or anything. So like they had to work with what the space they were given to film in. And then, you also got the performances from the actors who I think do a really good job. They really match each other's energy and they just, oh, there's something about both of them. While I think, Patrick just, oh, he just seems like, I don't know, skeezy, but also probably serial killer. And then you've got the visitor played by Jordan Cowan. And there's something very, gosh, when you first meet her, you I feel like they wanna kinda play like this "I'm helpless, I'm in distress" kinda thing, like, and they kinda do in a sense, but, like, the way she, just kind of has this sinister still look in her eyes, oh my gosh, it's just really these 2 actors pull that off. Uh, where I think maybe might be some of the downfall is obviously some of the writing, because when you have so little to visually lock onto or just the sounds again, you still, and again, only two key players here, you are focused on everything they say. And I think when it comes to the dialogue, I think it's very, it's well done, creepy, the aesthetic. I mean, this is atmospheric horror at its best. But story wise, I do feel there's a little bit that needs there's a little bit that is lacking. And because of that, sometimes the runtime does kind of sneak up on you. However, they do something else that'll quickly pull you back in. So I really still enjoyed it, but I could certainly see that this may not be, everybody's cup of tea, because the other thing too, this is a slow burn. I mean, slow burn. I do think it has a good payoff, but I think you still have to get to that point. And I can see some possibly maybe a little bit, as it's getting to the third act, I could see some maybe just kind of tune out. But I promise you, you shouldn't, because it has a really wild third act. And that's honestly when I feel like it becomes a fever dream, and it kind of like changes it a little. But I do think maybe a little bit more. I think some additional story elements would have helped. I don't think we needed extra character. Like, honestly, I do think that Brendan and Jordan are fantastic, and it's somewhat like watching a play, um, which again kind of adds to it's a very slow burn. And I would say if the actors weren't able to pull this off, this could have just been a huge no for me. But I enjoyed it overall. I had a good time. And if I were to rate it, I would honestly, I'd give it a 3 out of 5. I really, like I said, there's some what makes a good horror film. There are so many things, but first and foremost, you need to be terrorized. You need to be horrified. There needs to be something that is just unsettling, and that is something I will tell you. This film does really good. Like it's like something that gets underneath your skin and just sits there and festers. You can't get to it. It's there and it's like an itch you can't scratch. Oh my god, it's and I love that. It's so like again, the atmosphere. I was there with the vibes. And I when I tell you, if you're going to watch this, you need to watch this lights off, sound up, and you just need to be invested, because that is how you're going to get your most bang for your buck. It is currently on Shudder. Again, I'd say 3 out of 5. I feel it's worth your time, but comment down below. Do you plan to see this? Are slow burns, something you're interested in? What type of horror do you like? And just make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.